Welcome, everybody, to Madison Square Garden, where the Connecticut Huskies become the Big East Tournament champions for the 8th time, matching a Big East Tournament record. They beat Marquette, and they made history in the process. Donovan Clingan with the first 2015 game in a final since Patrick Ewing in 1984. Tristan Newton was fantastic with 10-plus assists first since Pro Washington. We're joined by Alex Karaban now. Alex, what's this moment on a Saturday night at Madison Square Garden to be a Big East champion mean to you?
It means everything to us. I mean, ever since we lost to the same team last year, it's stung with us throughout the offseason, and it was our goal since the beginning of June when we started in the summer to go win the Big East regular season and the Big East tournament. And, I mean, there's no better place to do it than Madison Square Garden, so it's been electric here, and we love it.
You did say that to me back in the fall. Even coming off a national championship, I thought to myself, how are they motivated by anything? But this sat with you all throughout. Tonight, you got it done. What it says to me is you guys never stop being motivated by something.
No, there's always something. There's always a chip on our shoulder. I mean, whether that's chasing the women's team in national championships or whether that's trying to repeat, there's always a motivation factor. And Coach Hurley and the coaching staff, they do a great job of motivating us every day.
When you think about this team and what makes it special, what comes to mind?
Just how balanced we are. I mean, Jalen Stewart today, shout out Jalen Stewart. I mean, he saved us. He won us the game. And just at a balanced attack. I mean, today was DC's night and Tristan's night. And they laid it on, and they did an unbelievable job.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to move from you to your teammate, Hassan Diara, here after Connecticut's win in the Big East Championship. Hassan, you're the sixth man on this team. How special is it to be called a Big East Tournament champion?
This is incredible. I grew up coming to this tournament, watching these guys at UConn win. So to be a part of it is truly a blessing.
This game got off to an ugly start. It was defense. But you guys found a way. What did it take, and what did you do to find separation in the second half?
I mean, I would say, guys really contributed today from everywhere. Jalen Stewart had a coming out party today.
He did.
But, that just goes to show that this team, we could win any type of game. We can go up and down as we did last night, but we could also get a grimy game and be physical and really battle for a win.
Look, they say it's the basketball capital of the world in stores. There's a championship DNA with this program. National champions, Big East tournament champions. What goes into that DNA?
I mean, we work for 11 months a year, so our work is automatic to us. Coming out here, there's no pressure because we work so hard.
Hassan, congratulations. I know, being from New York, how much this means to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend. Great stuff. Let's welcome in the man at the helm of this athletic department at the University of Connecticut, the AD, Dave Benedict. Dave, you've experienced the national championship. You've experienced several championships, but this is a Saturday night in New York City at Madison Square Garden. What is the significance of this moment for UConn?
Well, when I got to UConn in 2016, all anyone talked about was the old Big East days, Madison Square Garden, all the history and tradition. And so, to me, this is given back to all of our fans that came out today. We're 7-0 at the Garden this year. Had an unbelievable time tonight, and just couldn't be happier for our fans.
What can you say about the man you hired, Dan Hurley, and how he has gotten this program to be the best in college basketball?
It's not easy. What any of these coaches are doing today, the environment is even more challenging. But at the end of the day, Dan's a tireless worker. He's passionate. He cares tremendously about the kids and ultimately about basketball. And that shows up every day when they go to work.
You just said it's 7-0 inside this building. You couldn't be 7-0 inside this building without the people that were in this building tonight. Yet again, the UConn faithful made their presence known. What is it about this fan base that just makes them built different?
Yeah, I wasn't here for a lot of the tradition and how this thing was built and what everyone refers to. This is Stores South. But look, we can lay claim to the fact that our fans turn out here. They support UConn when we come to New York, and it's amazing. And look, there's a lot of other people that play here, but this is as much UConn's home as anybody's.
You starting the week with a Big East tournament title in women's. You end it with men's. How's that sound?
Yeah, listen, it's special. We got the foundation that's been built by the tremendous coaches in basketball at UConn in what we like to refer to as the capital of the world of basketball. So, look, we couldn't be prouder of all of our student athletes. We got a lot of great stuff going on in stores.
Dave, congratulations.
Thank you, John.
That's Dave Benedict. Let's keep it rolling with a reading from the book of Samson Johnson. We were waiting for something to happen at the start of this game, and then you said, I've had enough. I'm going to throw down a dunk. And that wasn't the last one that you threw down, Samson. How special? What are the emotions of this moment for you in New York City to be called a Big East champion?
Man, it feels great. We work so hard all year for that, and it feels great to finally achieve our goal. We've been working really hard since the summer, so it's just a great feeling for us.
Coach Hurley said a year ago there were people that were calling. They wanted them to play. You wanted you to play for them, to go into the transfer portal. You stayed. What's the reward now that you're part of the best team in college basketball and the Big East champions?
I mean, hard work pays off, and the way we practice every day, the way Coach go at us every single day, is the reason why I stay. He pushes us every single day to go to get the best out of us, and I'm glad I made the best decision.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
That's Samson Johnson. Now let's get to the Big East Freshman of the Year, Stephon Castle. Steph, Big East championship inside Madison Square Garden. You laid this out to me in the fall, and now this is another rung of the ladder. What's the significance of this moment for you?
I mean, this means everything to me, to come here and make an impact on our team, make an impact on winning, and, to really get the job done in the Big East. Last year they won the Natty, but I remember Coach saying, it was a thorn in their side that they didn't win it last year, so I'm just happy we got the job done.
How did you guys do it tonight?
It was just with relentless effort. I mean, they're a good team. We knew they weren't going to back down, but, we stuck with it. We played great defense today, and I think that carried us through the win.
Every time a fight was met towards you guys, when you guys got punched, you found a way to just punch back. And tonight, your big man, Donovan Clingan, went for 22 and 16. Just how special of a teammate is he?
I mean, he's a dog. I mean, when he's playing like that, I think we're unbeatable. He challenges shots at the rim that, any other big in the country probably won't be able to go get. So, I mean, he's a game changer for us. And, I mean, you see the result. I mean, we're Big East champs now. So, I mean, he's just tremendous to play with.
You told me you want to be part of the UConn legacy. You want your name on that wall. You get a moment tonight. You got some more business to handle. How much is that on your mind this month?
I mean, it's been on my mind. I mean, since I came in May, and I mean, it's just all unfolded right in front of me. I mean, we're not done yet. We got 6 more to go.
Steph, congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Stephon Castle, fantastic. Just a kid from Bristol.
Yes.
Just a kid from Bristol. Donovan Clingan. Donovan, tonight you had the first 2015 game in a Big East tournament final since Patrick Ewing in 1984. When I say those words, how cool is that?
I mean, that's crazy. He's a legend, so to be able to do something that he did, means a lot to me. And I just came in with the mindset today to do anything that I had to do to help my team win. And I saw how the first couple minutes were going. I saw shots were falling, so I just realized I had to go attack the glass, get the rebounds and putbacks, and today I knocked down my foul shots.
Yes, you did. This game started rugged. It's 2-2. And you had a couple of early shots that normally go in. They weren't always falling there. Why didn't you allow that to define the night? Because you just counterpunched from there and then took off.
I mean, I knew that, I was getting these shots around the rim. I knew they were going to fall. I just had to be patient and just gather myself and just finish with authority. So really just being tough, being strong with the ball and going to finish the contact. And, I just kept stuck with it, rather than yesterday in the first half beating myself up. I just put it behind me and kept playing.
You threw your arms up into the air at the end of the game. You experienced a national championship. What makes this one special in its own way?
I mean, you're competing against the best teams in the country every single day. In the week, you're playing against the best of the best, and you're just trying to, to be able to beat Marquette 3 times in 1 year, it's impressive. And, to beat St. John's yesterday and beat them 3 times this year, it's really impressive. So, I'm just more than blessed, man.
Before you grab those scissors, you're just a kid from Bristol.
That's right.
How would you describe being a king in Connecticut?
I mean, it means a lot just to be able to, represent Connecticut right, and be able to, wear Connecticut across my chest every day. It just means the world to me.
Congratulations.
Man. Thank you.
That's Donovan Clingan. And now the Huskies are cutting down the nets here. Dan Hurley, their head coach. They'll go from one bucket to the other, folks. This team just so special in how they continue to do it. They didn't play their A-plus game tonight. They might not even play their B game tonight. And they still end up winning 73-57. They have it in their DNA to just will themselves to a win at all costs. And between Clingan and between Tristan Newton, the Huskies are the class of the Big East. And now we've got Coach Dan Hurley here. This is the art of live TV after a championship. You never know what's going to happen as Coach Hurley is about to join us, folks, on the court after winning the Big East championship. Dan, you've experienced a national championship in Houston, but this is a Saturday night in Manhattan, in New York City. Frank Sinatra's playing, and you're a Big East champion. How would you sum up this moment?
Yeah, this feels awesome. This is not your normal conference tournament, man. This one's different. The energy's different. New York City makes it different. The iron sharpen iron. Big East makes it different. Special day for all of us at UConn.
You played in this tournament. You played and won a final as a player at Seton Hall. Tonight you're a coach, and we saw what it took because Marquette was tough, and yet you guys won by 16. What's it say about your group and the way they kept punching?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird, man, because it's like that's the team that we wanted to play because of the respect factor that we have for them. And, me, I always look at things sometimes a glass half empty. I just wish Tyler was out there today a little bit, just because these are 2 champions met on the court today, and they were incredibly game, and I just hope and pray that they get that kid back for the NCAA tournament.
As you're playing tonight in Media Row, we were sharing a conversation, reporters saying Tristan Newton's the most underrated first-team All-American in the country, if that were such a thing. How would you sum him up?
I mean, I think that's everybody on our team, but especially T. New. Coming into the season, national champ, and his performance in the big game, should have been so much more hype around the guy, but he's earned All-American status without question, and realistically should get serious consideration for Player of the Year. Obviously, Zach Edey's got a strong one, but no one's had a better season than we've had. We've had the best season, non-conference, regular season, conference tournament. UConn's been the best team in the country.
Last one, there's a human element to this. We can't help but watch your dad right behind you. We can't help but watch you and your family share that powerful moment.
Yeah.
That's beyond basketball.
Yeah.
How much is that why you do this?
Yeah, my mom, my brother Bob and my dad and my mom and my sister just, my dad just grew up with a great family and support and learned the game and learned how to compete, was kind of bred to be a coach. But then I met my wife, Andrea, and she gave me my 2 beautiful boys, Danny and Andrew, and they taught me how to be a human being, or at least almost a human being. I still have my moments, but I've just always been insulated by incredible families, both growing up and now I have my own, and I think that's the secret to any success in life, family.
This place really is Stores South.
7-0, man. It's hard, and it's sounding loud. When we play in here, it is loud. So, it certainly feels like that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Dan Hurley, the head coach of the Connecticut Huskies. They've cut down the net, and they'll head back to the locker room now as they celebrate their 8th all-time Big East Tournament championship. UConn, they've done it. They're kings of the Big East Conference, and they did it by beating Xavier. They did it on Friday night in a battle at first, but holding off St. John's. They did it tonight by beating Marquette. They just kept going and going and going. And this team, with the best offense in America. The game did not start that way. It was 2-2 6 minutes in. It was 2-2 6 minutes in. But they keep on keeping on, folks. They're relentless. They're resilient. They have the DNA of a champion. And that is what they've been here throughout the last 2 years. In the last 12 months, Dan Hurley has led this program to a national championship, a 30-plus win season and counting, a Big East tournament championship, the first since 2011. This is the gold standard back at Soares. And as Frank Sinatra and New York State of Mind plays from Billy Joel, these Huskies earned it, and they didn't in this building. They played 7 games in this building this year, and they won all 7 of them. That is championship material, and now they're on to the NCAA tournament, where they will look to defend their crown. For UConn Plus, all of us here inside the Garden, for all you Husky followers on UConn Plus, I'm John Fanta. This has been special Big East Championship coverage. Your Huskies are Big East tournament champions, and the way they're playing right now, UConn Plus viewers, it won't be the last championship that they're in contention for. You might want to make some plans for Arizona tentatively, the way this team is going. The Huskies, Big East tourney champs, folks. Signing off for now on UConn Plus. I'm John Fanta.